In this video, we're going to be working on the 1070 graphics card. Looks something like this. And I already have the card here plugged in. I did some quick measurements before I started the video, and I want to show you what I found out. The card is on, and we're going to hear 6 beeps, which is an indication that the card is not being detected by the motherboard. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure for 12 volts. And we do have 12.29. And then we're going to measure our 5 volt line, and we have 0.19. We have 0.19 on our 5 volts rail. Now, it does not make sense to measure the rest of the rails because 5 volts is missing. If 5 volts is missing, then 1.8 volts will be missing also. Our PAX rail, memory, vCore, everything else will be missing because 5 volts is needed to power rest of the rails. So let's focus on the 5 volts rail. And I have worked on this very same issue many times. Let's take a look at our 5 volts circuit. Right now, we're going to check the step-down converter right here. And we're going to measure the pins. The only short that we should get on this chip is pin number 4. This is the only one that should read short to ground. That's the ground pin here. Meter in diode mode. And we're going to check all the pins. We're going to start with pin number 1. No short. And look at that. We have a short on pin number 2. So we know that we have a short. 3, 4 should read a short. And that's fine. Okay, so we have a problem. Short to ground on this pin. Let's flip the board, and there's one specific area where I want to look at. Right behind that chip on back of the board. We have this. And the short circuit could be coming from the big cap on the left or the one on the right. Usually the big cap on the left. Let's confirm that we have a short here. You see? We have a short here. I worked on those cards so many times. I memorized that card. Let's desolder that cap and see if that will get rid of our short. And do we still have the short circuit here? You see? Short is gone. The short is gone. Let's get rid of that cap. We're going to replace it. And let's grab that cap from a donor board. And I have a lot of donor boards right next to me. But first, we want to measure and make sure this cap is good. And this cap actually does not look good. Right here, we have a donor board that we should be able to extract that component from. And we want to measure to make sure that this component is good to begin with. And the component is good. Let's remove that capacitor. And we're going to solder it right over here. Very nice. Good. Are we done? Not yet. Not yet. There's one more thing I want to look at. we have a 0 ohm resistor that is known to go bad when we have a short on this area. And I just want to locate where that 0 ohm resistor is. Right here, R987. Let's measure to make sure that we have 0 ohms on this resistor. What is the resistor reading? It's not reading 0 ohms. It's reading 190 kilo ohms. And that's the one I'm talking about. 345 kilo ohms. And it's going up. 400. 405. And it's going up. So it's not reading 0 ohms. The resistor is bad. Let's go ahead and replace it. We're going to grab that resistor from here, R987. I did not measure if that resistor is good, but I'm going to assume it's good because we do not have a short circuit on that other board. We're going to clean up. And we're going to test. Meter in continuity mode. And is it continuous? And yes. Very nice. Now, after doing all this, if the card still is not outputting 5 volts, then we're going to have to replace the step-down converter. And that should solve our problem. Unless there's something else wrong with the card. But let's go ahead and measure pin number 2. And like I said, the only short that we should have is on pin number 4. Let's measure pin number 1. Very good. And pin number 2 was outputting a short before. Perfect. 0.48 voltage drop. Pin number 3, 0.416. This one should read ground, which is correct. 0.625, 0.655, 572. And 666. Right, so we should be all good. The card should work. We're gonna plug it in. And because I'm optimistic, let's plug our HDMI cable and turn the power supply on. Let's see, are we going to get 6 beeps? Are we going to get anything on the screen? I do not hear 6 beeps, but we want to see something on the screen. Right there. Right there. All right, the card is fixed. Now I'm going to give this to Big Bus to reassemble and test. He's going to leave it running for about 20-30 minutes. And that's it. We fixed it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.